Hey guys, it is Admin. Welcome to the Datapack showcase for the WASD machines. This is a complicated data pack that will add custom machines to your Minecraft world. They will allow you to automate different aspects of Minecraft that are normally either very hard to automate or impossible to automate. And the goal is that they will fit nicely into the survival Minecraft experience. In today's video, we will be looking at most of the features of the Crusher. This is a machine that allows blocks placed into the world to be crushed. So let's jump right into it. To get started, as always, we need a custom crafter. So we take a dropper, we have it face upwards, and then throw a crafting table on top. To craft it, we take an iron block, 2 iron ingots, a piece of obsidian, 2 diamond pickaxes, and a diamond. And that will give us a crusher. If you attempt to place the crusher into the world, it will pop back into your inventory as an item, as it must be placed on top of a dispenser. And this dispenser must be facing upwards. So if you shift right click on top, you have now placed the crusher. Now the crusher will not actually do anything unless you power it with a redstone signal. Now you can see it spinning around and it has a nice little model. So what can the crusher do? Well, it will convert blocks into the world into more crushed variants. So in this case, if we place stone on it, after 10 seconds, this will become cobblestone. And then in 10 more seconds, it will become gravel. And then in 10 more seconds, it becomes dirt. And then finally, this will be crushed down into sand. And it will no longer continue crushing because it cannot crush sand any further. The polished stone types, such as andesite, granite, and diorite, they can be crushed back into their non-polished forms. And stone brick will become cracked stone brick. And all of the different concretes can also be crushed. So you can see the particles appearing, that means it can be crushed. And it can even do ores, but we will get into that in the next video about the washer, which goes hand in hand with this device. So, that seems pretty cool. We have a way to get gravel, dirt, and sand from cobblestone, but what are some actual practical applications for that? Well, cobblestone is an infinite resource and can be made from a cobblestone generator. So, with the use of pistons, we could push the cobblestone onto the crusher and get gravel. With a fairly simple system such as this, you can make a completely automated gravel generator, where we have a long timer that is supposed to match about the right timings for the actual gravel thing. You could, of course, match it better than I did here, but this is just an example. And then the piston pushes the gravel down, and because it's a gravity block, it will fall, and if it lands on a torch, it will break. So, while the actual investment into getting the crusher might be fairly high, needing 7 diamonds, it would allow you to automate gravel, which is normally a pain to actually obtain. The reason being is that really you can only find it in locations such as at the bottom of the ocean, occasionally in caves, and sometimes in gravel hills, which are very rare. And why would you need this much gravel? Well, a lot of you like to build out of concrete, and to make concrete you need gravel and sand. Speaking of sand, let's upgrade this system so that we can now automate sand. So if we place down another crusher, and another crusher, let's make sure to actually activate these. This should crush the gravel into dirt, and then we'll push it along, and then crush it into sand. And I'm just going to be dropping it out of the world. But as you can see, this makes a pretty cool machine. This would be very expensive, 21 diamonds invested, but with 2 different setups, maybe one for gravel and one for sand, you could automate 2 resources that you normally need a whole lot of in your playthrough of the game. And overall, I think this fits the actual playstyle of the game fairly well. Because it does it in block form, you actually have to make some sort of automated machine, and you will have to come up with that yourself. Because this is a WASD data pack, we of course added quite comprehensive settings. To get to the settings, type /reload and it will bring up this menu. You can click the settings button to get to this page. You can also run the function wasd.machine:settings. That will bring you again to this page. You can choose to enable or disable the crafting recipes for the crusher and washer. Again, we will cover the washer in the next video. And you can configure settings for the crusher and washer. Let's look at the crusher settings. So if we click on the settings button, it will bring up this page. We can also go back. This allows it to be fairly easily navigatable. So the crusher settings allow you to determine which blocks you want to be able to be crushed. Here is a full list of every block that can be crushed. So suppose we disable stone. You can see if we place the stone here, nothing will happen. But if we re-enable it, you will get the particles and eventually it will be crushed. Same goes for any of the blocks down the chain. So maybe we don't want it to be able to produce gravel, dirt, or sand. Well, you could disable that. Or maybe you don't want the ore processing that we're going to show off in the next video. You can also disable that. The polished blocks are andesite, diorite, and granite. Those are all grouped together, as well as stone bricks. And at the bottom here, we have a disable for concretes. And this applies to all 16 colors. So as you can see, none of these are working, but as soon as we enable it, it will start working. I know that you server owners really enjoy that I have these settings, so I made sure to spend the extra time to add them. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. In the next one, we're going to be covering ores and ore chunks, as well as the washer. So, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss future videos on this data pack. And, as always, we do have plenty of other quality content coming your way. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.